Hello! Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone in the world you are, it's your Blue Archive Gacha Whale, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy, Tosanyu. Welcome to the art stream. For today I'm drawing VTuber fan art again. And this time it's like someone from Holostars, which is Kageyama Shien. So you have here like more or less the authentic experience that you see the art progress from start to finish of like chibi artwork. So that's pretty much what you can expect, like a sample you have here on the left side regarding what it looks like and what the quality of that roughly is. And while this is going on, it's either up to me to like just stay silent, you know, or actually like fill it up with my yapping. For the most part, I do yap. This is what I can, for the most part, expect from me. Usually, like when I check into like what is it? In any kind of random art stream, it's not always like that there's a talk going on. Not always. And even if there's talk, you know, it's like nothing that is, you know, like too special. Like if you talk, cool. If you don't talk, it's like, okay, we just focus on the content, right? But for my part, you know, I can't always like sit still on like a task. Especially if you have the opportunity to talk to someone actually. Like during work, it's like a different kind of matter. Like work is work, and then I gotta do what I must. And if I need help, I gotta talk to someone. Not necessarily like small talk, unless there's like someone who's like way too buddy and I loosen up around this person. Do you have someone like that? Like during school I had like people like that, where I lose up way too much and then I was unable to focus on the class at all. And then my grades like, they got like worse. Like, would be a good friend, but not a good work colleague. Maybe they can be a work colleague, you know, because they got your back or something. But let's say they're a senpai or whatever, and you're like a newbie, and they technically have to say about what you should do or what you should not do, right? They can boss you around, and if this kind of pro is your boss, then it's like you will not have a good time. At least like what I like experienced like 2 times during my work thing. And for someone like me who's personality wise like more on the closed soda can kind of side, this is like a little bit bad. Like I have too much of a HP bar, and once I take like damage, you know, when someone's taking damage and then they get like pretty fast to like the red bar, like it can get like pretty noticeable pretty fast when they get hurt, when they're like in a situation where, okay, this is not good, I want to get out. But for my part, it's like it takes like too long for me to notice that something is like wrong and that I need to get out of there. Like when you shake a soda bottle, right? Soda can, it starts to like fizzle, right? And then it is like practically what I am. You start shaking me, and at some point I will just explode. I don't let it out early. So when I have like a pro as like my boss, let's say that like I'm a newbie and he's like my senpai with a higher position, then it's gonna break like the friendship, pretty much. If it's just like a pro, you know, like a classmate, if it's just like a co-worker, you know, he's like the same position as me, or Gucci. And sometimes they like wonder, hey, what's up with you? Why are you getting so angry? And then it's like, they don't have the emphasis, kind of. Because they don't take me seriously, because they see me like as a pro, kind of. Not like as someone who's a normal human or worker, kind of, and has like an emotional state. Just like all fun and games, and I'm like kind of the resort they go back to. Like not really maintaining it, really, I guess. I like those kind of times. But whatever. But with like pros, you know, you need like pros in your life, I guess. I like watch YouTubers, I watch anime. And usually, like when we are weeps and otakus, both things mean like same weep and otaku, we are like into those girls, or like and each of one of us has like some kind of fetish, right? We are like into MILFs, we are like into onesans, some are like into they would like to have a little sister, you know, something like that, right? And to take care of something, or like they have like someone around them who's like loving them, right? Like loving the otaku. And then they have like, yeah, a kind of shoulder to cry on, more or less, right? But sometimes a pro is needed in this kind of environment. That you have like someone you can like kind of like blow steam off with, I suppose. Well, I like, for example, when watching VTubers, you know, you have like something of a parasocial relationship sometimes. But for me, it's like, yeah, pretty nice with them, and they're cute. My heart is like getting warm, especially when there's like a chance of interaction, and they read the comment, for example. This is like pretty nice, but you don't get like the same kind of thing, maybe, as like with the pros. But yeah, if you're like not with the mindset of like, yeah, they're attractive, you know, and you're like not approaching with the mindset of like, okay, I think I have a chance, you know, when we like so delusional, I can get with them together, you know, like that. But if you're just approaching it like something of a puzzle piece in your life, you know, something of a pillar for temporarily, they're like not there forever, you know, that can like help you for a while. And with that you build like the foundation, add more pillars, support pillars, I guess. And you can like at some point like stand on your own and support them, right? But if it's like pros, I think it's more of like support. Whatever. I don't really know if it makes sense. There's not much of a difference between boys and girls, to be honest. But just like you know, like the phrase, bromance is the real romance. Kind of. It's like bromance. Yeah, maybe something like that. Like, what do I mean with bromance to real romance? I think like with bros, they have your back. Like if you really know, they are like the ones. You know, like let's say example, you know, like let's say we have like girls there, and then they meet each other, and it's like, hey, you're beautiful. Oh no, you're pretty. I like your makeup. And then if they like separate the group, and then the one girl, it's like, oh, I don't like this girl. She's just a bitch. Yeah, I hate her, man. Something like that. That once they like separate, they talk to badmouth themselves behind their backs. Among boys, it's like, hey, yo, brother, long time no see. I thought you were dead. But once those boys separate, it's like, you know, the group, and then one of the boy is like, hey, yo, I love this bro so much. He's so nice, you know. Then it's like that. I guess like among the guys, it's like kind of usual to like trade jabs with each other, like verbal jabs like that. But maybe it's like more in the West like that, rather than like in the East. Like with Japan media, for example, like anime, for example, you could like say, you don't really see that. Sometimes they do like throw jabs at each other, but not like in this kind of size, I guess. I guess I'm gonna simplify. I must like say my favorite characters in fiction, or like anime, you know. They're like for the most part on the male part. Maybe because like a lot of those writers, you know, are also like male people when the main protagonist is like a male, right? Rather than like a female. In terms of like relatability, right? But there are like also guys who are like, no, I watch that shit only like for the girls, you know? Because they're beautiful, they're cute. And it's like also reasonable. Like my motivation, like let's say in playing games, it's like mainly because of like the girls. But I also need a balance, you know? Just because I'm into girls, I'm not going to play games that have only girls. Like it's debate, right? But then there has to be like something of a hook, you know, that lets you stay in there. Like, let's say if your main cast is just like females only, and then the evil guy, the evil group are like boys, then it kind of invites like for those doujinshi scenarios, you know? Like when the boys are like winning, it's like ha 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 ha. It's time for blah 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 ha 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 ha. And this is like the only plot they have like at this point, you know. Like when they lose, it's like you know, the blah blah blah. So there needs to be like kind of, you know, something than just like doujinshi niche for like some artists, you know. There are like some series I can think of that are kind of fitting that niche, but I'm not gonna say it. I did like a lot of things and sticked my nose in, yeah, in stuff I was like, yeah. Maybe partly because why I'm sometimes sometimes unhinged. But everyone has like a little bit of crazy, I guess. Just like depends, you know. Maybe I'm not really that crazy too, I think, like. But it just like depends on like how good can you master that, you know? How good can you pretend to be like sane? Like those people who appear like so sweet, charming. Those could be like the biggest fishes in the pool. I kinda like this hairstyle from Shien. It's a mix of like white and black, yes, but you know, this hairstyle on its own, just like from the silhouette. Kind of like it. This is like a more unique. Just when you do like as a silhouette, like in black in the thumbnail, it's not that recognizable. But it looks like good enough. It's like, I guess it's some uniqueness. Oh yeah, by the way, my schedule plan is gonna be not that accurate, to be honest. I did it like without the HoloFest in mind. So this kind of art stream here, this was supposed to be streamed at 7 AM, but I pushed it to like 3:30 PM because, yeah, I wanted to watch HoloFest. I just like realized, tomorrow is the 6th fest. This now I like came to how that information got to me is via Shien. She announced her graduation at April 26th, and this was like, when was it? Thursday? Thursday got announced like 2 days ago. And then I was like, oh, 6th fest. Holy crap, I can't stream at the times. So I had to have tomorrow like another stream too. But I have to like move it back to, I guess, 1 hour later, 1.5 hours. There's like a 2.5 hour delay between those HoloFest programs, like they have like a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, kind of like stage 1, stage 2, something like that. But they want day 2. They have like about under 40, like more than 30 active members there. So there's a performance of like solo duet with 3 people at once, or like the whole group that the whole team that's like there for this day, you know. And this can take like about 3 hours. Technically I could like play it in the background and then do the stream, but a concert, you know, is like best enjoyed when you watch it, you know. With your full conscious being focused on the screen, like how the girls move and such. I watched like today, stage 1, stage 2 of day 1, and there are like some highlights that Baited had Jadon My Soul again. Shien had like her last fest performance there on stage 1. Pekora did a front flip, not front flip, a forward roll during her dance. Recloss, they had like the first 3D, oh no, let's say the fest debut. Yeah, let's say that. The first time, and they did great. They did great. Floclo was like pretty proud, I guess. At least they had like really positive reactions. Matsuri, she released her original song, like her original song, her new song. She debuted it in the Six Fest, and holy crap, I knew she could sing, but for original song she showed like a whole new side to like her singing abilities. Probably got better at that time, and I was like amazed. I do like her, but this kind of performance was like, okay, I'm gonna drop your membership. And yeah, now I'm there. And actually, I don't regret it to be there. I watched like a clip, you know, where it's shortly like teased what was like in the membership, like on contents, and I like ASMR, to be honest. There's like not so much, but you know, quality over quantity, and she has good stuff there, and then I like other miscellaneous that are like interesting. Her character's also like nice. She's not necessarily a say-so person when I say like, oh, I came like here for this and that, but you know, when she performed on stage, she was say-so. Yago's dreams of like having a whole life something like a AKB47, you know, like an idol group, they got like resurrected in the moment. I could like see the text flashing up like in Dark Souls style. Yago's dream restored. Shoo. And such. But I really like that about the girls. They can swap between their comedy mode, and if it comes towards, okay, we have to be serious, they can be serious. It can like help to like perform bits, you know, to like lifting up the mood and all of that. Like one of the highlights was also that like that polka did a bit. I think this was in the free section, so yeah, just like still good. And when she later like popped onto the stage, she was like not able of speech. Her vocab just consisted of bop 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 of the bo, pretty much. This was all she could like say. Then it need like a little bit of audience interaction to like get back on the track. So actually like shaking up, waking up to like the viewers, you know, to like collaborate. Like it's like actually good to like shake them awake with that. Not only like be there okay for singing and dancing, but actually like giving them a good time and everything. And like content that you can't like get in YouTube streams, right? Like give them like something unique, something they can like go away with. Like the typical pen light waves, you know, like the Laola waves, for example. Those were also like a thing there. Like it's, I think like it's in every kind of concert where there are like a lot of fans, and then like with those light sticks, light pen lights, they say in Japan. I guess it's like kind of typical to do something like that. I pretty much liked it. I did not watch it alone. I was like watching with my ototo, my younger brother. I was like, hey, tomorrow, like I wrote him yesterday, tomorrow's gonna be Whole Life 6 Fest, and at our time zone it's like 5 AM in the morning. You wanna watch with me? Wanna do a live watch along? He was like, hey yo, why not? And then I came like today, like at 4:30 AM, and he was like, oh, you're early here. What's the occasion? I was like, bro, don't you remember? We did have like an appointment that we would do a watch along together. He was like, holy crap. And he was like still awake at this time. I was like thinking maybe he was like excited and then made himself ready, you know, but he forgot about me and about Hololive. This would be like his first time watching a Holofest, you know. He's like since 3 years, I guess, 4 years, a fan. I was like for 6 years. So yeah. So he kind of had like to tap out after the first half of the stage 1. But yeah, I'm gonna ask him later what his impression like was. Like for how he was, it was like kind of in a rush. Couldn't like fully process everything. But I will do a rewatch with him of like what he missed. It's just like the thing is like it's like not much of a difference maybe whether you watch it live or like watch a VOD, but imagine, you know, if there's like a difference. Maybe there's magic that's like happening in real time and then you can like watch it in real time, right? Something like that. And I guess like, especially if you can interact with them. Like if you have a live chat open. A live chat was there by the way, but it's just like over SPWN, not via YouTube necessarily, like at least like maybe in the free part there's like YouTube, but yeah. But you might be able to influence like things. They're gonna read chat and then you can actually talk with them, influence like the events that are like happening in that moment. Maybe this is like the magic. But at the same time, when I like for example draw art or do like upload archive rates, it's like kind of like predictable what will happen. Like with art it's like it's gonna be done at some point, right? When you see like the finished artwork, you can just like check the social media of mine, like Instagram, Blue Sky, my X, now it's called Twitter. It was called Twitter back then. And then you see like the finished progress, right? Kind of like that. If you really want to be on point, you know, then it's like watch the VOD and then go from start to finish and pretend like, oh yeah, it happened in real time. Gasp! He's so silly! What? Yeah, Shien can be so silly. Pretty much from what I like know and have seen. Hello, Kayla. Welcome to the art stream. I'm doing fan art of a Holostars member from a Holostars member. He's Kageyama Shien. Welcome, welcome. What did I talk about? What did I talk about? If you forgot it, it was not important. Yeah, probably. Gosh, I felt like I forgot something important. But yeah, the Holofest stage 1 was like pretty good. It was nice. Yeah, my Ototo, yeah, my little bro, he kinda felt asleep in the on the one half. Then I was like the only one continue watching, but I'm like pretty sure he will be there for stage 3, where his Oshi is gonna be there. Just like a little bit, he couldn't like watch the entire stage 1, but I can also understand that's better to like stop at this point, you know, when your consciousness is like very clouded from being tired. He was like awake, he like woke up at 7 AM, and when it was like, when he went like to bed, it was like 7:30 AM. So like 24 hours plus 30 minutes he was like awake. This kind of point, you know, like maybe when you're like at 21-hour times, you know, you've been awake for 21 hours, you maybe feel like I want to sleep, or maybe like 18 hours. Super mega small. Not really sure what this means. But I simplify like a lot of things in this design, since for me it's like more important that I will get done with what I want to draw, than being particular like how detailed it will look like. Not the kind of type to take commissions. Can't take requests. But yeah, I guess I understand my little brother in terms of like going to bed and like just go back in if you're like feeling fit. Like if your judgment is like clouded of like being tired, you're not able to like if you don't sleep, it will affect your health your ability to like process informations is getting worse. So you can't process information. It's like harder to remember things. Your health is like deteriorating. Your lifespan can like degrade. So yeah, in order to like experience things to its fullest, you need to like stay awake, but awake in a sense that you are like rested, right? That your mind is like fully restored. His mind was like not fully restored. It was like kind of at 10%, 5% of its lifetime, like your phone battery. You're not working properly, like if you're on your last resorts. I kind of like understand that. So I wonder like how his impression will like be when I when I do like watch alongs with people in real life. I kind of like curious, okay, how do they react? What do they think? Like every human is like different, right? On how they like receive the experiences. That's okay. Fish will be united in my math homework. Oh, fantastic. Doing homework while having a stream open where someone's drawing. Fantastic. To be honest, like when I have like certain streams on, let's say like karaoke, chatting, or like drawings, I also keep that in the background while I like do other things on the back end. And maybe if I'm getting done with my task, and let's say it's like an art stream, I can like see how the progress is like after a few hours, or after like a couple of hours have like passed. But if I just like focus on, let's say, homework or like certain tasks, let's say I create like a schedule for whatever, or do some graphic design or draw on my own, I can get to listen to some interesting stories. I can hear to music. They're singing. Can be also nice. I do enjoy singing, hearing singing. So I do use that as well. It's kind of like you can do two things at once. You can finish like... You can work on your task and at the same time progress with like a live broadcast or like a video on demand. Like, do you do things at once? Like, unproductive wise. Would be cool if we could do more. But, you know, in this kind of time and age, not bad what the human is capable of. Like, with animals, let's say with the cat of my younger siblings. If I'm gonna play with them, you know, and pretend with the toy I'm like using, this is like prey, and they're completely focused on like hunting that toy. Let's say that the simulation of a prey. They're like hunting down. They're completely focused on that, but we humans can kind of like focus on multiple things. If it's like minor tasks. Yeah, minor tasks, yeah. If it's like big tasks, then maybe not. Okay, yeah, okay, I guess. Maybe we're not that special. I was like imagining, you know, focusing on your prey and like something else on the same time. Like, let's say you're a sniper. You can't really focus on your target and then let's say a Netflix movie at the same time. Maybe if it's like, you know, your eyes occupied with one thing, then maybe your ears are like fine on like listening to instructions of like your sniping partner. I think like there's something like a system there, you know, that there's one guy who's like doing the shooting, the other guy is like kind of calculating the wind, the weather, and things that are like influencing the shot, you know, like if whether there's wind or not, or like the distance. Let's say the target is moving, then it can like influence like the trajectory of the bullet, right? Especially like the distance, you know. You kind of like focus on like listening to that, and then like keeping an eye on your target, and also like having the finger on the trigger. Like 3 things are occupied, like touch, the vision, and the hearing. I think like each sense can only take one task, pretty much. You can't like overload it. Like listening to 2 people at once, this is hard. Like if I'm like talking to someone while watching a movie or series, or maybe like the Holostars, I do blend out the other thing. Let's say I'm like occupied with my thoughts, like kind of cooking something in my brain. I'm not really like receptive to information via my ears, or like what I see. I'm kind of like focusing on an image in my mind, and for that I need my vision. But instead of like focusing on things that are grounded in reality, that are like in the reality, like the here and now, it's like somewhere hypothetical, you know, like a kind of future or maybe a past, you know, and you see an image, create an image there. And about hearing things, I also like blend out what I hear, right? It's kind of like I listen to my own thoughts. I'm not gonna listen to like voices from the outside, guess. Like you're not listening to the voices from outside. Not really like focusing, looking at things in the here now. Just like what's in your mind. Yeah, maybe you're not that good at multitasking. It's just like how smartly we do it, you know, and how much we occupy to do like the bare minimum. If we just like put one thing aside and focus on one thing at once, we do perform better. Like, what's an example I could like use? I think like a lot of people, like I nowadays, when I cook food or if I eat, I do that while watching something like Netflix or anime, whatever. Like in cinema, it's pretty normal, right? You go to cinema, you buy like popcorn, maybe some soft drinks, and then like go to the hall where the movie's like played, and then like watch there. And while you watch it, you can like eat your yummy foods, your yummy snacks, and drink something at while it's like playing. In this kind of sense, I do snack on my cooked food as well while I watch something. But the thing is, like, if you fully focus on just eating, enjoying your food, like if you focus all your senses on like the taste, the consistency, the texture, you know, it tastes a lot better than if you get all your consciousness distracted by the movie. And then the taste is like the experience, the joy is getting halved. Maybe something like that. Don't know if it makes sense, but like if the explanation makes sense. Sometimes the snack can help you to like focus, you know. Let's say like chewing gum can kind of like help to focus. People who have like ADHD, for example, it could or damn it, like helps, I guess. If they have like something they can distract themselves with. But let's say you're just a normal human being and you don't have any kind of mental issues, or like, let's say any kind of handicap. Yeah. I guess it's like pretty much better if you just focus, if you do like one thing at a time. But if it's like comes to talking and drawing, actually like drawing doesn't take that much focus. Like I'm not like rattling in my brain, in my head, you know, like what's the next step, what do I do here now? I'm like not predicting the next move, it's just like muscle memory at this point that I just do. So like for this kind of thing, like as an artist, or let's say a self-proclaimed beginner artist, it's like not much of a deal. I think like for a lot of artists who stream, be it like as FlashTuber, be it like as virtual artists, you know, I think like they got like pretty used to it. Some of them got used to it. There's like some sense there are those who do not talk, or at least when I tune in, there's like silence for like minutes. For the most part, I like follow artists, like no social media. And back then there was like Pixiv, where like a lot of Japanese artists are, and then I would like follow them, what they do. Well, things like Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest and such things where like, you know, it's like a page where you can like upload your art, like some images. Pixiv was like more than like a page with like images. It also had like, it was like pretty artist friendly, like it had like sponsors here and there, and then it was connected to a kind of a streaming site. I think it was like called Sketch. And when like say like artists post an image, when I get a notification, but at some point I saw like a notifications for like that they do like a stream, and I'd be like, oh, I can watch them draw, live. You can see the whole progress at once. Usually I see sometimes the time lapses, you know, like something speed painting like. And I was like thinking, pro artists, you know, professional artist, the best of the bests. How do they draw? I didn't have like an image in mind. When I like practiced drawing, it was like kind of slow. And then I was like, okay, if those professional artists, are they like, you know, like Sai from Naruto, that he can like, that you can like draw something instantly on a scroll and then summon things, you know, that's like viable in a battle? I had like a memory like from some text entries from mangakas when they are like in personal event and then they have like a booth where they leave like their signatures, autographs, you know, that they're like pretty fast with like drawing, like after 3 minutes drawing, 5 minutes drawing. I had like something like that in mind, that it's like whoosh, 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 whoosh. So I tuned on the stream, was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. I suppose when I try, it becomes really, really good. But it was just like the normal process for like drawing illustration. Like illustration, making an illustration, like one singular image, and then like a whole manga, where it's like multiple pages. You have a deadline of like 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe a month. Where the deadline is that. Yeah, like it's time pressure. And then you have to like kind of force yourself to draw fast. But the quality suffers a bit. And yeah, those streams, usually, like those illustration streams, were like pretty silent. Sometimes they would like talk, but it's just like one-liner or like, oh, machigaita. And then they press like Ctrl Z, and then something gets like rewinded right now. That mistakes were like being undone, and then they attempted like again. They did like new attempt. Like those things I remember. I didn't have the luck yet to encounter something like that via streams. Actually, like let's say in this kind of age, let's say like pre-2020, I didn't saw anything like that. But when like VTubers became like a thing, you know, I got to see something like that at some point. Like via a clip, I think I would like say with Hoshomarin. There was like Passepartout, the starving artist. And it was like the question, okay, what do you want me to draw? And then they would like take the suggestion, and then they would like draw the character. And then it was just like so that she, as the starving artist, can like pay off her rent, the food bill and everything, you know, to like live another day. Pretty much. But for that, she has to sell her life members, like her comrades, her friends. And this is like the kind of dark undertone and like a funny setting. But the art Hoshimani would draw are cute. She did like pretty fast, but was cute. And the things in Passepartout are pretty limited. You do only have like a limited amount of colors you to choose from, and like tools. And you're like drawing on canvas, like not like Clip Studio, a powerful art program. It's just like, let's say you're in real life, and this is what you have. You cannot erase, you cannot undo, you can like not zoom in and transform stuff, like move around. You have this one shot, take it. Or like be like, whoops, white color all over the canvas and be like, oh, let's do the whole thing again, you know. And if you're like under time pressure, it's like you kind of have to commit to that is one picture you're like drawing on, that this will sell. It gets you like a lot of cash to like survive for a few months. It was kind of interesting to see. And I was like, huh, art can really be that fast. With Eofi, I also like saw more from Whole Life Indonesia. And how actually I overestimated it, I guess, the progress. It was not that hard, digital art. I worry too much there. But yeah, I knew like always how I draw, what tempo, and what style. But it was interesting to see how my senpais, or those that came before me, would do it. And they were self-taught. So they can't really like teach me shit. So they don't really like understand the terms, you know? And can't translate it to like a script that can be copyable, you know, like homework. Can't really copy that. It's like their own secret lingo code, you know, understanding that's like just transferred over via the word of mouth, not like via scriptures, you know. And yeah, it's just only like the only way you can learn from their way of drawing is like watching them. And this is like nothing like a condensed guide, you know, where they like break it down for you easily. You have to like watch the whole process and like kind of analyze, which can be interesting, but you know, there's like the kind of gatekeeping there. But you know, there's like AI, the evolution of that. And you don't have to draw for that. Let the AI do it. This can do the watching and learning and stuff, and a lot faster than you. But there's a lot of mistakes, you know. I rather learn it, I guess. Or maybe you like find a style at some point that's comfortable for yourself, that you yourself are like comfortable with. Like you don't have to go the same path. You can take this orientation, and from there on, like go to a different direction. You don't have to like follow the straight path. Maybe you get like slightly diagonally left, right. Maybe you take like a sharp turn, you know. Be like Tokyo Drift and go like you know, a side path. There are many ways to go. There's something of purple in there. Don't forget that. He wears a lot of black. A little bit of purple. A lot of black overall. Though. Make sure that I take the same black tone. Oh, how far am I in? Oh, 1 hour already. Oh, this goes pretty fast. Trying Chibi Shien. Okay. Don't do it like accurately right now, but let's do it like roughly. And afterwards I do it like properly. Like around here it stops, yes. Where does it stop? Let us stop here. I think this is a good point. But let's do it around here. Yep, it's a good one. Okay. And fill in the holes. The tie can be white. It has like a slight orange tone, the tie. I'm drawing him in this kind of pose since I think he's a pretty expressive guy. Kind of silly, Shien. Like, as a part of Holostars, he's an idol. Same time, he's also like a comedian. And the comedian part, he pretty nails much. I remember like a very old clip I watched back in the days. It was like, let's say it's like not a clip that it's like in the form of like shorts, you know, like 1 minute, 90 seconds or something like that. But like something that was like more, that has like more content, let's say. It was like something you watch like for 10 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. A guide to Holostars. Something like that. I watched maybe like watching the 2019s. 2020 early. Maybe it was 2019, I think. And it showed like a little bit of Shien. I was like kind of curious about Holostars, you know? At that point. I was like interested in the girls, of course, since like I really could resonate with them from like what the clip translation like said, you know? If I could like trust that. But with the boys, no, the bros, pretty interesting with them too. This pose he's doing is a JoJo pose, by the way. In the GTA stream, you know, he was like planting a bomb on like a safe where like all the money is in. Then he was like, Kira Queen, Daiichi no Bakudan. Something like that. Daiichi no Bakudan, Killer Queen. And then moments later, boom, and it explodes. He does a lot of voice acting and such. And seems like he has something of a background in like voice acting. He does it really good. And if not, he just does it for fun, like as a hobby, then like sugoi. And then, yeah, I think that this thing with GTA was like not necessarily like in the guides to Holostars. It's just like a short explanation to like everyone, and then like some highlights. But with him, yeah, I actually like checked on like the individual clips in its own, and also like what some people like said. Oh, if you really want to like to see how crazy this guy is, type like Kageyama Shien in the YouTube search bar plus sliver.io. I actually knew like about this clip like a long time before, but when it got like mentioned, I was like, oh no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, this guy is really silly. But yeah, he's a good entertainer. Okay, a slight tone of white to make like kind of visible that this is his tail. The boys are actually doing pretty good, I would like say. They're consistent, they do their thing. He's like supposed to be Mafia boss. Then was like nice when he actually like brought out the cover Mafia. Really suited him. But the man in numbers, I like see the numbers, it's like, oh yeah. I'm not really like the really caring much about numbers. Like if you're really a fan of someone, then this is like, you know, not really like something you have to focus on. As long as they know they have like the actual fans like there to support them, you know. Like I can cannot at least like those people, you know. It's like fine, right? You don't need like many friends. You only need like one who's like really special and like important to you. In this kind of sense, you can also like see the things of like your supporter base. And so far, like the fans on Holostars, they're all like really cool, all really patient. They seem like all like mature people who are like, who can like play the patient game. I don't like say they are, but it's like, it feels like that, you know? That I believe they are. Can take it as a compliment. like some control I didn't thought, yeah, this was like, okay, yeah, respect. And it also like makes like think about, okay, if I'm gonna be fan of something, maybe I should like take an example of that, you know, like take the good parts out of there. That's kind of cute. Cute and funny. Actually, no. Cute and hilarious, yeah. Cute and dumb? I also like say. Cute and silly? Okay, this is just a basic color. Just a basic color. Hello Yesa, welcome to the art stream. I'm drawing Kageyama Shien from Holostars. Welcome. Doing like the finer touches. And then I think I can like finish there as well. I was kind of like commenting on like how what's the impression of like this pictures, you know? If it's like cute but also dumb, you know? Since Shien has like a silly side on him. He's a comedian. But I guess like, is this my favorite design from Holostars? Could be like, it could be. It's like interesting hairstyle. I kinda enjoyed drawing his hair. Like more than I had like with Auran. It's so cute. Yeah, it is, right? You transfer like his dumb behavior into like, you know, if you contain it like a little form, you know, contained in this size. This is so much energy that goes into that little size that he can like cause trouble. But since he's so tiny, you don't have to take seriously what makes it cute. I think like if we yeah. I think like if all of them are like plushies, you know, contained to like this little form, I guess like you can receive it as something of that nature. You little silly cute thingy, and squish their cheeks and like stretch it like those Mitarashi dango, no, not dango, like mochi, right? And like stretch it. Yeah, mochi it was. The elastic kind of Japanese sweets. But to be honest, I see like pretty much all of Holostars worthy of being contained in that form. Not too much danger. He's too adorable to be scared of. Yeah, pretty much. He's a mafia boss, but so far I haven't like really got the impression that he has the aura of a mafia boss. I don't have to take it seriously. Actually, you can like be chill around them, let your guard down, be like, hey yo, Oyabun, what's up, you know? Or maybe you play like along and be like, ha ha ha, that's right, my underling. And then they are like the ones joking around and be like a little bit silly. Okay, it's not super clean. I think that's good enough. Let's do the shadows and everything. Like, I think like maybe Miyabi? Miyabi is like probably the most say-so of all of them. Maybe Izuru too. I can't really think of much. Maybe there was like Uproar. Ryo. Also is like pretty say-so. Are you doing final touch? Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like, you know, I'm like zooming in, be like, okay, is there anything I missed? There's some things I have like to fill out, you know. To be honest, when you like zoom in into any kind of picture of mine, there's like a lot of imperfection, but I kind of wing with it. Sometimes I wing with it, sometimes be like, oh, I want to fix that, but usually I don't have to. Yeah, but I'm doing like, how it's called, the color depth kind of. It's like so far only the base color. So I'm like doing a little bit more. So you can also you can say I do final touches, whatever. It's like not the same way like pro color illustrator people do it. But it's gonna be something I can like present without being like, ah, I could have done better, you know. But there's some kind of smugness to it as well, right? This one. He's doing the JoJo pose of Yoshikage Kira. JoJo has like a lot of silly things in there. You don't have to take seriously. But surprisingly, they are like able, like the series is able to like make a really good story where you like feel the weight and the heaviness of a situation. Even though it's so absurd what sometimes appears on the screen, the characters take it seriously as it were like a matter of life and death. And surprisingly, you know, this kind of contrast makes it like pretty enjoyable to watch. But what the heck was that? They stopped time, then the yellow dude, he shouts like "Roda, Rolada!" and then actually he came with a road roller, like some kind of truck or thing, you know, to like squash the main protagonist. And usually when this comes, you try to get the F out of there, but instead kind of like the protagonist feels like paralyzed to move, then he summons like punching ghost and like punches you know, like the truck while he's like kind of like trying to escape the situation. Like you get like buried into this kind of vehicle, the antagonist like punching the vehicle, and the protagonist like also punching with his ghost against the vehicle. It's like, what the heck, you know, what did I watch? But you know, it's like you still can't like look away. It's not a car crash, you know, where you can't look away. It's like planes crashing at each other. And then you see doing them making like triple backflips into like wherever, and then those capsules or whatever would like image of them, whatever. And yeah, like those pilots, you know, who like jump out of the plane with like a parachute, you know, you would like see that like falling out of there too. But those are like battling against each other. It like has so many layers where it like keeps entertaining, and it's like pulls of like +4s, you know, where they like one up each other. It's so weird, but still enjoyable. But I heard like that steal by run. This is like where it gets like perfect. Or at least like this is like where it reached the peak, and from there on it's consistent with its stuff. I think afterwards is JoJolion, so you can expect like a similar quality. I need to like watch it. I heard like Stone Ocean, the anime is like done. Then I heard like something about Steal by Run with anime. Maybe it like already is done, you know? I don't really know. Since it's like on Netflix and it had like kind of like the pacing there back in the days. When it's anime, they release like all episodes at once. You don't have like the JoJo Fridays anymore where you wait like week for week. And with this pacing gun, I kind of like was like, you know, kind of out of it. But maybe we could get back to it. It's a good show. So many dumb stuff. It's like kind of like what I draw Kageyama Shien in a JoJo pose. I have like good memories of it. In this sense, should I add some effect? Some lighting effect. Would be so extra. Yeah, let's do some lighting effect. And let's see if those sparkling effects would like make it better. How do I do it? How did I do it in the past? I don't know. Let me check. I have a guide for that somewhere. So I pinned it somewhere. Not there. Ah, there. I have the base color. Yes. I need this layer. I need another layer with this. And another layer with this. Nicht. Okay, I see. Not burn, it's touch, okay. Multiply color touch overlay. Let's do it for extra. I feel like doing it. Let's do it like that. And then this. Okay, this is way too bright. Then select a warm color.
Yeah, I guess you can like see a little bit of the effects going on there. It's just like a little bit of the knowledge on where would the light fall, from where does the light come from, how would it look like in the end. And how strong is the light even? He has like yellow eyes, so maybe I could like do those yellowish, this color tone. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it later. If it's good, I will keep it. If not, then yeah, I guess. I'm experimenting. There's so much time, kind of. So it's like 90 minutes in already. But I feel like I can do like a little more. Oh gosh, I'm not talking. Yavi. I usually like watch always like the whole life fest, holo fest. Well, maybe not always, but the ones I watched were like the third fest, the fifth one, Connect the World. No, not Connect the World. Actually, it was Connect the World. This was like the first one, the first EN holo concert. Which was that? Washington? I don't know. But it was like where EN had like their own concert in like US. Second one was like at New York, I think. And they had like Advent there. Yes, I can remember that. I think I didn't watch that, but yeah, after 5 I did like follow up with 6. And this is like something I remember I did. Since it was like yesterday, I watched, not yesterday, but like today I watched that. It's like I push back my streams. I didn't have the foresight. It was like announced months ago. I just like didn't had like in mind, oh, it would be like this week. Oh gosh. So my schedule, at least like for Saturday and Sunday, is like more or less a mess. It's like, yeah, those times are like not accurate. What are you doing now? I don't know, man. I guess I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm going
Yeah, I'm just gonna push the hour later or so, and it's like it. Like, the stream here was supposed to be a morning stream, like this art stream here. I like it when I wake up first, the first thing I do is like a productive thing. In this case, it's like, okay, I wake up, I'm gonna support my idols, which is kind of like a good thing to do. But man, my back. I sit like for a long time. For the most part, my back is like, kinda be like, itai, yo. It's like in pain. I guess I'm gonna lay down. Or I'm gonna do fitness, walk around. Kinda like, I'm like in the mood to like walk around now. I'm in the mood for that. I know like it would just be good if I just do it. Sometimes, you know, the laziness. Always like the dilemma with the laziness. That this is like the one thing that's like holding you back. Maybe it's not really nice in this, but it's something unconsciously like holding back. It's like imagining like the work you have to do. Oh no, I have to leave my home. The one place where I am at. I could just chillax, get my yummy food, indulge in my pleasures. Like a couch potato. Ah no, I'm just up. Just like some lazy poor guy. Don't let me out in the world. Ah no, sunlight. All those good things are good for me, but no. Keep that away from me. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder myself like why. Once I get like in the right mindset, I'm like, hey, why don't you go outside? Here, sunlight, fresh air, a change of scenery. This is good for you. But I refuse. Similar reason, I guess. Just like imagining the work you have to do. How to get out. Maybe like already in your pajamas and then, or like naked I guess, but only with underwear on. Or like a shirt and underwear, and then it's like, I have to get dressed. And if you're like a girl I guess, you don't want to have makeup, you want to smell good, so like take a shower and everything. It's like work that can take like 30 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes. And then it's like also, no. What I do is so much work. As a VTuber, you don't have to do much, you don't have to make up yourself. You can just like go in whenever. It was like the argument for K-Son to the like VTubing, right?
I don't know. Maybe some background as well. Well, there's gonna be a lot of things I combine on my techniques. I can use lighting technique, backgrounds, maybe like some bling bling effects. Just like an experiment. I don't know like for what reason. I'm doing it actually like on Shien. But I think like, yeah, I don't really have pressure. I don't feel like pressure to make it perfect. But sometimes there's like the potential there. It's always those finishing touches where I really am like focused on and lock in. Doesn't mean the same thing, yeah, lock in, focusing, but this is like kind of where I stopped, like, you know, like with the yap. I guess I cannot multitask once I'm like locked in. I guess I do understand the cat, why, you know, it doesn't like really listen to me. Or like pays attention if I have like a treat in my hand when I'm like swinging a toint back and forth, you know, like in a very fast tempo. When it's like, okay, I have to like focus all my senses on like following that cat toy. Especially like when there's no bell on it and when they have to like really like focus with their eyes on like where it is. Maybe for the smell as well. And yeah, to be honest, like when I watch fiction, like entertainment stuff, let's say like movies, anime, I do love when they lock in, you know, we have to zoom up close to their face, like kind of bird perspective, you know? And where the camera's like kind of between the eyes, and then this like when they go like serious, when they start to like go wild. It's kind of a cool moment, but to be honest, like as streamer in this kind of entertainment, there's not really advantages to like plan everything out, because you kind of have to like, you know, you kind of have to, and you need pacing with that. If it's like longer than 3 minutes, then they're out of there. At least what I got like from Hong Kong action movies, like with Jackie Chan. Like his old action films were like pretty good, but the pacing of the fights were way too long. Then somewhere like in behind the scenes, like in some interviews, or like behind the scenes like talks in general, it was like, we can't have fights longer than 3 minutes, we have to pace it. If it goes longer than that. That we go like from perspective, POV changes, like a little bit of conversation, you know, like in anime, you know, they have like, let's say like favorite examples like Naruto, you know,
that after like a 3-minute cool fight, let's say this is the maximum of like 3 minutes, they have like talk no jutsu. And it's like the clashing ideals, for example. And this is like where the lore's getting dropped, you know, and everything. And after the kind of timer ran like down, where the attention span's back, okay, let's go back to action again. Bam, 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 bam. And then talk no jutsu. Bam, 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 bam. Like this kind of like pacing. But for anime, you know, like animated things like in TV, this is kind of like a hard thing to do, like the pacing. With like Bleach, there was like a fight, like Grimjo versus Ichigo, like the main protagonist versus one antagonist, where it was like in the manga, one full volume. A friend of me told that in the anime it was like 25 episodes, so like a full season. Holy crap. And this was like, Bleach was like in this kind of 2000 era, early 2000 era, you know, like how episodes were like paced there. They don't do it like nowadays, where they do like 12 episodes, okay, this is good, short. They actually stretch everything out, like if it's one chapter, 20 pages, they do like, okay, we're gonna stretch everything out, that like those 20 pages are like filling 20 minutes in. Maybe we're gonna throw in like our sponsors when opening ending, when we got like 23 or like 24 minutes done. And then this kind of trick is kind of like, it slows everything so much down. And even though you get like 10 minutes action, it feels like dull at some point. Like your attention span is like gone, and then it's like, oh please, this is enough. Can we go back to the other thing, please? You know. Actually, and here, I think I do enjoy like a little bit of story. Like non-stop action is like not really that great, but if you really pace it well, then it's good. I think like for streamers, like pretty hard to do that if they're like playing a game. I think like with Kali, there was like a cool moment there, like when she played Doom. It was like a moment where she like failed off the event. She was like, ah no, I can't do that, and she was like talking about, got distracted. But at some point, she like went silent. The music actually was like playing along with it, that there was like silent as well. When she got her first kill, the second kill, her third kill, the music like ramped up, then she was like kind of a run on a spree, and then she cleared the stage, and this was like so cool. This was like in the early 2020s, like when Holomyth was like still small, and this was like super cool. Like sure, there was like a little bit of luck, randomness involved, that it was like a really clip-worthy moment. It was like 1 minute, 2 minutes of silence after she was like kind of like joking, and then, you know, like this then she started locking in, like in this kind of meme where like the student starts like joking around, and then he's like boom, locked in. And when the Shinigami gets serious, holy crap, I didn't know I needed that. I didn't know I needed that. When the Shinigami locks in, holy crap, I had like goosebumps. So yeah, this kind of pacing, super nice. And yeah, you can actually use things from television, film techniques in streaming. And like in the tech aspect, I really love what Ame tried there, everything. When you go like to indie tech tubers like Doobie, she has like the whole train operation and everything, and then she sits on something down, like in 3D it looks like she's like sitting on a little train, but actually she's like sitting on some kind of bobby car when she's like driving with dad. It's kind of like cool, you know, like what you can do there. It's like all this, the whole tech aspect thing. She got all the equipment, the know-how, but maybe like the film techniques and like the pacing, this is like where it like lacks. And sometimes you have to like be aware that there will be technical issues because you're the one-woman army, and then maybe like the OBS will like crash, maybe it will like overload the PC, and then it will like crash OBS, maybe you lose like internet connection. You kind of like, it's like really hard like live streaming because so many things can go wrong. If it's like a team, everything can be like fixed easily, and then you as the actor, you just focus on the acting, right? But if so many things are like going on, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is like hard. It's too dark, I think. A bit lighter, the tones, and then I guess it can be good. But it can look good without the tones. Yeah. I don't know. Like with that it looks more serious. And maybe if I gonna include those shiny effects. And then some shadow. Do not forget about that. Where would shadow fall? Let's do it like normally. It was like kind of interesting, like to see always like those behind the scenes with like movies, and like with how Kong usually does that. Their budget's like pretty, let's say like in a smaller scale. Like in the US, it's like kind of that they throw like a lot of money on like a film to make it like look good. They use like a lot of resources. Let's say like 10 millions for a film, right? That's like 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2 hours 30. But I heard like, you know, when Jackie had, you know, when we had this budget, we can do with that 20 movies, 10 movies. So there's budgets like small scale. Maybe don't need like to build things, you know, like this full sets for certain something, like certain sceneries, you know. Could like emphasize on that it's like minimalism, that's like carrying them, that they like know what they need. Oh, we can just film here, and you don't need like drones or like helicopters. We can just like go from above there, use a crane from those kind of, what's called? I'm not really sure how it's called. You know, sometimes they use like cranes, you know, and everything. And in environments where like things are still like work in progress, they would like just ask those people if they can like lend those things, and then they would like shoot on that place. Use this kind of scenery instead of like locking into their vision, you know, that they're like flexible with their budget and like use everything in their power, you know, to like save the budget for like some other important moments, you know. And they don't really need like some complicated setups with like that the camera is like smoothly like following the actor or whatever. They can just like sit in a wheelchair and then like do it via that, you know, that like someone is like pushing them and then, or like pulling, and then it has like this effect that it seems like, yeah, the camera is like smoothly following the protagonist while he's like walking forward or like walking away, you know, something like that. And with a wheelchair, you have like a lot of control, you know, like in wheelchairs usually like those disabled people are, they're like sitting in those chairs, and when there are like so many vibrations, then it's like not a nice experience for them and can like be bad for their health. But like for film practice, you know, it is from advantage as well when it's like not shaking too much, not vibrating too much. That's like still image. And like for cameras that are like kind of heavy, and then like with the stability of a wheelchair, perfect kind of, right? Kinda like nice to see like those kind of min-maxing. And just for the really, really important moments, this is like where they need the budget, and maybe like marketing. I think like Breaking Bad was like kind of fascinating how they like paced things. There was also like this Sly episode where they were like just in the, for the majority in the part like in the lab, you know. Like in Breaking Bad there was like one episode where they like mostly like, they were like one location, and then like and this like saved a lot of budget. And then in like kind of the fan episode there was like one of the finale parts. This is like where they need a lot of budget, and then this is like probably where all of that went to. This was like really interesting, really cool. So like makeup artists, you know, to make it look like you get hurt, you know, but then you combine it with special effects to make it look like there's like a bigger wound. This is like super interesting. Jackie was not really like, he didn't have the know-how with like special effects. But when he went like to see the Avatar movie, and then was like behind the scenes, and he was like, oh, wow, how do you do that, you know? This, and then he was like, just easy, turn on the PC, do the effects, done. And then James Cameron was like to Jackie, okay, but how do you do that you jump like over those buildings? And then he says, camera on, jump, done. You know. Was kind of a nice talk. Like funny, his perspective. Okay, I think that's enough for now. This is all for today. With the fan of Kageyama Shien. I think like I really could have finished that within 90 minutes, but I kind of like wanted to include those effects as well. So like without all those effects and thing, then it's just like this much within 90 minutes, and the extra 26 minutes or like 30 minutes were like spent to include all that little extra. So yeah. Tomorrow I will play a mobile gacha game. This is like kind of a raid kind of content, you know, like similar to like MMORPGs. The game itself is like a mobile gacha game, so a mobile tactical military RPG game with like schoolgirls with guns, you know, and there's like kind of a raid boss there. And this is like this kind of battle where you have like multiple party members. You kind of control like multiple teams or like multiple people at once. healers, DPS, shielders, buffers, mages, you know, something like that. But in this kind of thing, it's like schoolgirls with guns, you know, and they have like all their specific roles. You control them all and make sure they survive and defeat the boss within the time limit, like until the deadline. It's like 4 minutes 30 seconds, kind of. And I'm going to challenge their one boss that is like kind of in the tower system, you know. There's like floor 1, the floor 10, floor 20. I'm kind of like challenging it like for floor 100, where it gets like really hard. And I think 106 I can do easily, but 107 is maybe like my limit. And I will try there to do that for maybe 2 hours next, because I will like keep watching like Holostars afterwards. So this will be all, so now you're informed. In any case, I wish you all a nice rest of the day, evening and good night, whatever time zone in the world you are. What did I say? Bye bye!